Listen, let me start this statement off by saying welcome to the show. Here to put you up on topics that you really need to know. Live and center from the Ville, I introduce the coolest host. Y.C.S.W.U, the DJ, got you ready, good to go.
Yo, what it do? Welcome back to a brand new episode of YouCan'tSitWithUsRadio, featuring myself as always, Ambitious, aka the kid that never sold dope, aka chilling like a booger, and the one and only man. Don't call him a DJ, call him Q, the mother-loving DJ. What's going on, man?
What he do? How you feeling, man?
I'm pretty good, man.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah,
I feel a little more in my element now, man. I'm feeling good.
They felt my presence when I walked in.
It was
they're like,
maybe,
they're like, this is so chill. I walked in here with the shades and everything. They're like, he's cool.
Like, y'all need a ride? I got those.
I ain't like was cooking.
That's awesome, man. I didn't even say my name, man. Well, I'll let y'all introduce me, or you want me to just?
Yeah. We might as well just get right to it.
Hit me. Well, my name is Southside MAB, aka Nashville's Gentleman. I am a hip hop and R&B artist out of Nashville, Tennessee, and I am here with You Can't Sit With Us podcast radio. Everything that needs to be. So, man, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for having me here. Just like I said, just been keeping up with y'all for a while, so it's like really cool just seeing that perception of like me actually being here rather than just studying it from the screen as well too. So proud of y'all. This is really cool what y'all are doing within the city and what you're trying to build. So I'm here for it, man.
Appreciate it, man. So first, I want to ask. So you said you're Nashville's Gentleman. Mm-hmm. What does that entail? What's Nashville's Gentleman?
Nashville's Gentleman, the best way I describe it is, I guess, kind of like my upbringing. I was always just kind of like the one dude who would just open doors for, like, the kids in the cafeteria, ungrateful asses. Just so would say thank you. But I know, but that's the point. Like that's like, I'm just being funny. But like in a sense, I always try to take care of like everyone else. I've gotten better about taking care of myself. But the Gentleman just pretty much stands for of putting people in the position to ideally succeed. Like my phrase is, I open doors for my city, which is it goes hard. It goes hard. It goes a little hard. Yeah, it goes a little hard, man. I can't lie. But I just ideally is just how I present myself to the most professional manner possible. Letting people know, within the community, also nationwide, I just want to do the best to provide the best music for Nashville, and also provide new opportunities for other artists, such as myself, and not even just when artists, I mean just aside from the music, from like literally film, podcast, local businesses as well too. Any way I could contribute to being an ideal leader in the sense of providing more opportunity for the city and others. That's kind of what I go by. You know what I mean? So appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
You originally from here?
So I was born in Miami, Florida, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I spent half my life here, so like I couldn't tell you anything about Florida.
I feel that.
So like I always tell people I'm like out east. Like I said, we're literally recording across the street from where I kind of like grew up. So I'm Plus Park. But yeah, I was originally born in Miami, Florida. All my family's like based out of there as well too. I came here because my mom got a job opportunity for like real estate. I was originally in Miami playing basketball. I had like a scholarship for playing for a Christian basketball school as well too. Yeah, it was cool, man. It was tough. But it was also those things that like even at that age, I didn't know what was going on. I was just kind of ready for something new. You know what I mean? So, and you can't really describe it because at that age, you're just, everything's kind of all over the place,
I feel that.
So, my mom came over here, I just didn't want to leave her alone with my sister, my stepdad, so I just thought I'd come through, and, music and film has always been a passion of mine, and Miami, I didn't really get too much of an opportunity to do that. I was like the one kid in Spill Out just freestyling. People be like, yo, shut your ass up. I'm like, I just like say the most garbage lines possible, but I love looking back at that and being like, yo, I was passionate since day one, and I only get better as I continue to be around people who are trying to succeed as much as I am, so I try to establish myself in that sense very well, but I always just tell people from Nashville as well too. I know a lot of people are just like, man, no, you gotta be born here. I'm like, dude, I have no control over where I was born, but I do have control of what I call home. You know what I mean? So, and I said I love Tennessee. Like, this is just, I always brag about it. I always try to bring people to check out out east. More like south areas of Nashville, even like Columbia area, the back roads and stuff like that. And like every once in a while, Broadway. Yeah, I love Broadway, but like, just it could be a lot at sometimes. But there's just so much cool local stuff in the community that I always try to, brag about and get people involved with as well too. So, but yeah, man, born in Miami, but Nashville's definitely been home to me for many, many years. So,
Cool. Well, let's take it from the beginning, man. So,
Yeah.
what you said that you were passionate about, artistry and film as well. Which one did you fall in with first? Fall in love with first?
The origin of that always like goes back and forth, but like I would honestly just say I always started off with music. Just those car rides with my mom. I'm in the back seat. She's playing like random like house mixes as well too, like like the earlier songs, just like "Come on everybody," da-na-na, or just random sounds from like early '80s, mid '80s. You mean so? Dude, yeah, it was awesome, man. She used to playing like in the CD. I couldn't name half those songs. I'm still trying to look for all those songs. I mean, just to kind of like look back at it. But just I fell in love with sound. Also, just listening to Michael Jackson, the Pet Shop Boys, Whitney Houston, Tina Marie. You know what I mean? All while growing up with like older movies. You know what I mean? I was born in like late '90s, so I was just kind of introduced to a lot of like older stuff, like the Gremlins, early Child's Play. You know what I mean? Like I always grew up watching horror movies, so I would honestly say I had a satisfaction for like just acting within, just like art pieces as well. But I would honestly say like music was the first thing that kind of got me truly inspired with everything outside of the art as well too. So, yeah, man. Yeah, cool.
All right, man. So I checked out some of your music videos. I feel like you be really telling a story with your music videos. I forgot what was the song the Empty-Handed video.
Oh, Empty-Handed.
How you come up with the little Barbie concept of the video?
Dude, that's wild. So that's cool. I appreciate you checking it out, man. Empty-Handed. So I knew a producer for a while now. Just texted him. I was like, "Hey man, I heard the snippet on Instagram. I gotta get to it." So then reached out to him and everything. As soon as I finished fully writing the song, which was like about 3 years ago, I was working with my friend who used to be a manager of mine, really good friend of mine to this day. He also used to live with me over here at Willow Grove Apartments, but he shot and edited the whole film. Originally, we shot it in Miami. He had like his own office space, and I was looking for a model. I was like, okay, somewhere romantic, in the back of a bus or something late night. And he was like, "No, dude, just he looked around. He was just like, "I don't know why, but I could just see you in like a Barbie house." And I was like, "Man, what are you talking about?" I'm open to open ideas, but it's just like it wasn't like a baffling thought that was a bad thing. I was like, wait, how can we make that work? It was more in the sense of like, how can we make that work? And then I looked at him, I was like, "Dude, this is Danny, man. It's like one of my close friends. This guy's like, he was a huge videographer here in Nashville." So I was just like, let me trust my guy's vision. And then the $300 and something later of buying like just a full Barbie house, different like Barbies as well too. And originally it was just a lot of green screen and a lot of like just random takes. It was really cool how he can like I have to give a lot of thanks to him because he captured a lot of like the ideal moments in that. I did pretty much like the storyboard. You probably saw like the part when like I'm just there on the phone and then like it goes into these four boxes. Like I was trying to go for like a Brady Bunch feel. Like I was trying to give So I was trying to give it a lot of like 60s, 70s feel. Just kind of like that quirky, old-fashioned, like straightforward love, but like in the sense of utilizing that story that's never been told in a sense before. So, but man, it took a lot of work. We shot that in like 2 full days. Yeah, and another man, it was crazy. I was sweating all over the floor, man. Luckily, he left the office like 2 days after. We were trying to like utilize that space before before his lease was up as well. So yeah, man, we shot it in 2 full days. So yeah, man, I appreciate you checking it out, dude. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Dope.
The other ones haven't really been like that, but like I'm still grateful for all the. I think I have like 3 more music videos, but like the Empty-Handed one will always have a place in my heart as well too. So
feel that, man. So, like, when it comes down to, you know, making your music or really just creating in general, man, do you have, like, an ideal environment to be in? I know, like, for some people when they're doing, like, studio sessions, they like to be in particular places, or, you know, if you're creating film, you might like to, you know, come up with the idea at a Starbucks or at the house or something. Do you have, like, an ideal environment for you to create?
That's a great question. That's also just kind of like an idea too that like kind of just switches around every once in a while. But within the past 2 years, I just felt more comfortable just being by myself and just like a private area. Usually I like my room, I have like the whole studio set up as well too. I've never really been the one for like if there's more than just me and the producer in the room, it kind of throws me off balance. Like unless everyone is there, just ideally just focusing on the music, I can't. You know what I mean? Because like, and I love all my friends and everything like that. But you know, when you get those times that like there's a little too much going on.
Yeah.
And it's no one's fault.
People in your space.
Yeah, and it's no one's fault. You know what I mean? Everyone's excited and stuff like that. But whenever art creating is such a beautiful moment in life, so like I never take it for granted, especially like if I'm working with someone there, it's just kind of like us just locked and loaded. But most of the time if I'm writing, it will be with like a producer in the room, but a lot of times it just catches, like I usually catch myself just alone, either outside or in the studio. You know, might have a little glass of red wine here and there, like not too often, but I already have the idea of what I'm going for once I hear the instrumental. You know what I mean? So
I feel that.
All right, so let's get into your first song. Talk about Crazy to Me.
Crazy to Me. Man, a lot of awesome people were on that. So shout out to Y.C.S.W.U, mixed by Cole and Tyna. Those three just pretty much collabed to make that song happen. I pretty much had the direction of where I wanted to take the song. Long story short, there was a studio called Shangri-La out here a little bit northeast of Nashville. AB and Mixed by Cole owned it, and we just all locked and loaded one day for 12 hours, just locked in the studio, dude, just eating pizza and just chilling, just getting to know each other a little bit more. And all three of them have aspects of life and the Nashville industry, like music industry, they have so much knowledge that like I would love to know and just learn about.
Yeah.
So as time went on, AB was just like, hey, have you heard like Project Pat? And I was like, yeah, I love Project Pat. And he's like, also too, you got this like older 2011 J. Cole in you. He's like, hold on, let me see if I got something here. And he had Tyna just played like the strings, like the little beginning part, like the he's so good. He's so good. But I already watched it, so I'm gonna hold that over everyone's head from now on. It was awesome. But they just I literally gave them 5 minutes, and I was like, and I was like, whoa, do I have a song like this? And I looked at them, I was like, because I'll look at songs like Empty Handed, and I feel like I've had a lot more within that realm of storytelling, which I love that. You know what I mean? There's no formula to all this. It's just really what you're feeling and how you utilize it with your experience. But I was like, do I got a song that I look people in the eyes and you're like, what you're telling me right now is absolutely wild in the sense of, sometimes you get people who question your work ethic or, the things you're doing. I don't know. It just almost feels like people say they could do it better. And by all means, I'm no one to judge because there's always people you can learn from. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if those people don't have that specific experience that you could go off of and learn from, then it's just kind of like, man, why are you telling me all this? This sounds like you don't want me to do something that I like. And that's pretty much how I based Crazy to Me off of, like literally just keeping my phone on silent, just kind of gathering my thoughts and understanding the people I've been around and the people I've been working with, so from the verse to like just the bridge and everything, it's a really cool song, man, and it's got me on a lot of like playlists as well too, which I'm very, very grateful for. Shout out to everyone who's been putting that on the playlist, dude. It's been doing very well, and I just felt like I haven't had a song that I kind of stand my ground a little bit, but nothing too, like directive that's not about anybody at all. It's just based off of my experiences and how I made it make sense within trying to tell more of an audience rather than just one person. You know what I mean? So I'll try making something relatable in that sense. So. yeah.
Yo, what's happening? This is Ambitious, one half of You Can't Sit With Us Radio. I hope you enjoyed this episode so far. We're gonna get back into the episode, but real quick, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We greatly appreciate the support. Now, if you really love us and you really care about us, and you really want to support us, hit that join button. It's a monthly fee, but it comes with a lot of perks, man. Access to early episodes before anybody else, exclusive members content only, you know. And then you might get your own customized content. You know, you can hit us up and be like, hey, we want y'all to do this, ask this, blah, blah. If you want us to shout you out, we can do that as well. But, man, it also comes with maybe a lot of perks, a lot of prizes that you could possibly win. We might can get your own customized bottle. You might get your own title, your own You Can't Sit With Us hats. Man, hey, we got everything, you know, possibly prizes. Look at the pillow, man. Everything, man. You might even get your own Funkio, man. You know, you might even get your own Funkio. Look at this, man. Man, hey, this he's our manager, man. Big Cheese. If you ever need to reach out to us, book us, this is the person you hit up, Big Cheese. And then this is our security, though. We don't go nowhere without him, man. This is Donatello. So yeah, you don't want to run up on Donatello. He gonna bite you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Then you know we got shirts as well. You know, we trying to come out with new shirts as well. So you might. Hey man, it's possible you can win all this. We might give it out. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got access to all. And then we got the hoodie as well. So hey, we got a little bit of everything. You know, that join button comes with a lot of perks, man. So make sure you hit that join button, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, man. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of this episode. Yeah. Yo, what it do? Welcome back to You Can't Sit With Us Radio, Q.
MAB, so how do you feel about, and I like to ask really of all the, especially artists that we have, how supportive do you feel that your family is of the route that you've taken as far as like film and music, and you know, are they fans of that? Do you think that they don't quite see the vision? How do you feel as far as your family goes?
Man, I'm very grateful to say that they've been extremely supportive since day one. You know what I mean? It's really cool just like seeing them at my shows and like just kind of, you know, like it's wild because like I gotta look for them because there's, you know, the last show I did at the office, like, you know, there's a pretty good amount of people there for a Thursday night, and you know, just being able to like see my mom and like you know, just other family members in the crowd, just kind of like just looking around, just saying, like, you know, I mean, they're wondering like what this all is. So in my head, I'm like, wow, dude, this is really cool that they're, you know, pretty much seeing their son and family member just on stage presenting themselves the way he wants to be. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm very grateful, man. I know it sucks that a lot of people, you know, might not get the opportunity because at the end of the day, you find who's family. It doesn't have to be like blood originated as well. You know what I mean? But I'm very grateful to, you know, see my sister, my stepdad, my mom, even like parts of my dad's side of the family I don't talk to. You know, they always reach out saying like, hey, we love this, or oh, this is cool, we saw you on this, and oh, you were on the news, that's awesome. You know what I mean? So it's been pretty positive, honestly, man. So I'm very grateful, very grateful.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Well, I gotta ask you, where you get the name from? Southside, MAB.
So MAB is my initials. That's always what I always went by.
Okay.
So you know, with like the logo, the Southside MAB, my middle name's Angel. So like always, yeah. So like it's either a halo on top of it, or it's like in the middle part of the A to insinuate like the halo. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, man, I appreciate it. So yeah, my initials is MAB. Southside. It's just wild because I don't know, you get these moments where you like look back and you truly remember what people have, like, you know, like either called you or what they said to you and stuff like that. Like we don't remember most days of our lives, but I remember like pinnacle moments, you know. And long story short, when I was in middle school, I would always try being like, you know, cool with like, you know, the 8th graders. Yeah, you know, I was in 6th grade. I was annoying as hell. Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to be funny, and you know, I felt like I got along with the people I was around for the most part, honestly. Then another half was like I had a tough upbringing with the people I've been around, just either being bullied or just you know, just or just, you know, having trouble with like people who didn't necessarily like me. And like I said, I'm glad I was able to grow from that. But I had these two, you know, cooler like 8th graders. they just call me Southside for some reason. I couldn't tell you why. I honestly couldn't tell you. It's just I just remember that, and that's always stuck with me. So I was like, and that's how I made Southside MAB, because it was just, you know, other than just being born in Miami, and then also just spending a lot of my life in like south of Nashville and like East Nashville as well too. I just felt like it was a very introductive name to who I am, you know. And at some point, I think just going MAB is going to be the route, but you know, Southside's picked up a lot too. So.
All right. I guess we're just getting the song, and then we're gonna go to the next segment. So the second song you had, what is it? From Nashville with Love. Okay, talk about that song.
From Nashville with Love, it was mixed by my friend Josh Gibson. I had that beat for quite a while now. The way I wanted to approach that song felt very nostalgic. It felt like I haven't had that one conversation with people I don't have in my life anymore. Yeah, you know what I mean? For the better or worse. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I always want to see people achieving and doing well, whether I'm there or not. So from Nashville with Love is a lot of people I've parted ways with as I went back to Nashville. I've moved around a lot, quite a bit, more than I wanted to be real. And especially when I was living in Orlando, I was working in Disney with entertainment. So I was there for a while. Met a lot of great people. I told them my vision. They were all extremely supportive, and you know, I had a few relationships with people. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean. So, and you know, as we all went our separate ways, even trying to do a long distance relationship, I tried combining it into the song, trying to let people know like we might not be able to talk again. And I'm a firm believer that like it always takes two. Like I feel like you got to preserve your energy. Sometimes if people don't know where they're at in life, or they don't know how to have you in it, then just kind of let it be. You know what I mean? So from Nashville Love, like going literally off the hook is like they don't care about the things you'll learn from people out here, only want to see you burn love. So like even from that past experience, even if I messed up, the growth has been there, but you're gonna remember me for what I was at that moment, you know. So yeah. So that song's pretty powerful. Thankfully, I got to perform it live on live from Nashville. Pretty recently, WSMV4 able to portray it there. But yeah, the song is just pretty much a letter to the people I haven't talked to in a while, and letting them know that I hope they're doing well, and I want them to know that I might not be doing great, but I'm doing enough to make a change and improve myself for the better.
So you work for Disney?
Oh, I did, yeah. So I was in and out there for a while. Originally in 2020, I did the college program just to kind of get like involved in everything, just kind of see what it was. I felt like I needed a change during that time period as well too. But I knew I wanted to come back to work on music, and then I did the same thing in 2021. But I had more of an idea of like just networking, building ideal relationships, friendships that like I didn't really have here at the time. You know what I mean? And nothing bad or anything like that. Just like I was losing myself in the process of it all. Just trying to discover who I was, how I felt about myself. So I decided to go to Florida, do that for a little bit. And like I said, I love acting as well too. So I auditioned for just entertainment parts like lookalikes and everything like that. And I got picked for a lot of things, which I was very grateful for as well too. So yeah, I was working there for a little bit, man. It was cool. Just being able to go to the parks every once in a while. Just like I could, there's even the people I was talking to at the time. I was like, girl, let's go to Epcot. It's on me. You know what I mean? Like the tickets were free to walk in there. I made it look like I had it all, but but it's just looking back at that and being able to smile. But yeah, I was grateful for those moments, man. So it was cool. It was a great experience, and met a lot of awesome people there.
Man, I'm slick trying to work for Disney. I'm trying to dress up as one of the mascots in Disneyland.
You should, man.
Trying to be goofy or something.
Oh man. Well, I mean, so that's the term I have to say it in is that's who I was friends with most of the time. So. So me and Goofy, we're all over the place in Epcot and Hollywood Studios, and yeah, man, I'm just gonna say this, being friends with Goofy was not the easiest because the way Goofy's head was built, had my neck at 90 degrees. Yeah, I mean, so that's all I gotta say about that. But it was fun. It was honestly, like I said, just a great experience, and I'm glad I felt, comfortable in specific moments to lead into a funny experience like this, So, but you should, man. You should do it. I mean, honestly, I enjoyed it. It was pretty awesome. I can't lie. But I love music too much to kind of like just let it go.
Right.
So.
Hey, what it do? This your boy, L Ambitious. Some of y'all might know I also own a music production group called Threshold Brace Productions. Now, if you're watching or listening to this episode right now, and you hear the music playing in the background, that's a Threshold Brace production. So, any artists, if you're looking for beats, hit us up. Threshold Brace got you. If you got your own podcast or you need music for a movie or whatever it might be, hit us up, man. We got you. Threshold Brace production links will be in the description below. Email as well if you want to contact us. But any artist, if you're looking for beats, mixing and mastering, and studio time, hit us up. We got you. You can Google Threshold Brace Productions to check out all our music. You can actually go on the You Can't Sit With Us Radio podcast page as you are right now and check out Threshold Brace music videos and the music that we have made as well. So, but thank y'all again. Thank y'all again so much for supporting this podcast. I hope you're enjoying the episode that's currently playing right now. And until next time, man. Welcome back to You Can't Sit With Us Radio. So, Southside, MAB. It is time for random ass questions. These questions have absolutely nothing to do with what we talked about today. Are you ready?
That's awesome. Yeah, man.
First, gotta ask you the famous question. First off, you eat cereal? Cereal thing that you eat?
Do you have a specific one?
Nah, do you just eat it in general? Any type of cereal, don't matter.
Not all the time, but I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. When you usually eat cereal, do you eat it right away to get that crunch, or you gotta let it sog up a little bit? What's your...
I'm definitely a crunch guy. Okay. I don't know how y'all felt about that.
No, I'm a little different, so he always goes back and forth.
Okay, are both of y'all like crunch guys?
He is. I give it a couple seconds, man. I gotta let it.
It also depends with what cereal, because with the marshmallows and Lucky Charms, I'm not big on those.
Those bro, you gotta have right away.
That tastes like foam, bro. I was just like, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch is like my pocket, and that Fruity Pebbles. So
yeah. Alright, every time you enter a room, what theme song would play?
What's that song from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? I think it's Not Unusual. The one that Carl dance. Yeah. I would say that, or Breaking Bad. That's how I be feeling sometimes.
So what if clouds are just Earth screensavers?
Damn, I hope they updated their iOSs. Yeah, God's got to get a new plan from AT&T. That'll be cool. I mean, that would be awesome. I'll photobomb it every time now. So now when I walk out, I'm gonna be there.
Alright, if your music had a smell, what would it smell like?
A bonfire, and maybe like a meat industry in the back somewhere. I don't know. Oh, and a hint of lavender.
Alright, do you think your reflection ever gets tired of looking back at you?
Bro, I don't even look at the reflection. I hate looking at myself sometimes. Yeah, that's wild. But when I do, I feel like it is important to see how you look every once in a while, and just kind of keep yourself up to date. But yeah, I would say so. I would say so. It just depends. But learn to love yourself. That's the challenge of life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, if you time travel and sneeze in the past, could you start a new pandemic?
Am I sneezing on something? Or like just a shirt?
It's like a random sneeze.
I mean, I hope not, but I feel like possibly, because sometimes when I just sneeze, I just be throwing the shirt on my bed and just leave that shit there and then not fold. You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, I gotta do laundry, and then I don't ever do it. So,
Alright, do fish know they're wet, or is that considered air to them?
I feel like that's just air to them. I'm a firm believer on like when you touch something, you're not officially wet until you bring your hand out or something like that, because then it's a texture thing. But since it's considered ideally a type of, I'm gonna sound stupid. I'm not smart. It sounds like I'm smart. I'm not smart, dude. But it just in my eyes, if that's a way, that's an ideal oxygen term as well too. I feel like if you could breathe in it, then it's kind of like an environmental thing. But once you kind of step aside of that, then it becomes a texture thing. You know.
Yeah, that reminds me of SpongeBob. Sandy, she be wearing an astronaut outfit.
yeah. That one episode when they all go to dry land. Yeah. And they're like the little puppets. That's why. That's what I'm saying. Because then you see like Squidward and all of them, and they're like crusty and like dry as hell. So I'm like, there's no way. I was like, yeah, man. So that's wild. But yeah.
All right. Last question is: you think angels get high?
I mean, we're talking about biblically accurate angels. I think those things are the craziest things I've ever seen in my life. I mean, they could all hold like 10 joints at the same time. I don't know if y'all look up biblically accurate angels. It's wild. I feel like if it's just the one with the halos that you could just see at like a like at a Home Goods or like or something like that. I feel like those things do because they're selling merch. But the biblically accurate ones, I feel like they might every once in a while. But I feel like once you see one, you're not worried if they smoke or not. You're just worried. So, I guess it's a 50-50. My bad. I had to make it more complicated than anything.
Hey, man, well, we appreciate you being on the show, man. Shout out to social medias, anything that you want to say.
Appreciate y'all. Make sure you fully subscribe, like everything that YouCan'tSitWithUsRadio is doing right now. Shout out to these guys, Q, Ambition, y'all are awesome. Y'all been killing it. But on my end, you could find me on all platforms as Southside MAB. There's no dots in between. It's just MAB on all platforms: Instagram, Snapchat, all music platforms as well too. Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. I am everywhere. So thankfully, So. Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. Hopefully everyone enjoys the music, and I only hope that we all go up from here as well too. So,
that's right, man. Well, as always, y'all can find me on IG, Q the DJ, QUETHEDEEJAY, and on Twitter or X, that's the same thing. Ambitious.
Yeah, follow me at Ambitious1K on Instagram and Twitter. That's the number 1 and the letter K. If you don't know how to spell ambitious, go ask Alexa, Siri, go look on the dictionary, do what you got to do. Threshold Brace, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. YouCan'tSitWithUsRadio, all one word on Instagram and Facebook. And what's the Twitter?
Y.C.S.W.U Radio, all one word on Twitter or X. Tap in and follow us there as well, man, for sure.
Yeah, man. Hey, y'all, is our manager in the picture? Our manager? He ain't in the picture? Oh, man. You gotta hit up our manager, man. Big Cheese, man. Y'all hit up our manager, man. You don't want to book us. That's why our little security dog, I don't know if y'all can't see him neither, but our security dog, we get him, man. My bad.
Hey, while he's here, I can't lie. It took a little bit longer to get emails back than I expected. I just gotta be honest with you, man. I don't want no beef with you, bro, but like, I respect your work and everything, man, and he has his back turned to me too, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry. But, hey, make sure you like and subscribe, or I'm going to send biblically accurate angels to you. Sorry, that's not a way to end it. Thank you all so much. Thank you for having me. Southside MAB, a.k.a. Nashville's gentlemen.
Yeah, man. Yeah, until next time, man. Ambitious Q, we out.
Yowdy.